Hey, everybody, it's Friday morning, which means I will also be doing weekly readings to see what comes up over next week. So if you haven't watched my weekly, be sure to watch that. And again, if you're watching these, please make sure you're subscribed and click the bell button so you can catch my notifications when I do go online. And I'm going to be continuously going on to my YouTube channel here at 9:30 in the morning. As of right now, I'm going to do it on the weekends, and I'm going to dedicate myself to coming on here. So this is a great platform where you can use the chat and ask questions. So if you have something from your session or from your class that you've been doing with me, or even with somebody else, you can come in and ask questions, anything to do with energy readings, healings, natural products. And if I'm able to answer, I will. And I'll also check in with Spirit, see what Spirit has to say. So that being said, let's start pulling up some cards. Today is the 22nd. The number 22 represents partnerships. I was actually just listening to a video right before. I'm just going to cleanse my cards over my natural candle that I made with beeswax. That one has beeswax and soy. I was just listening to a video and she was talking about that there's going to be lots of help and support and to be mindful of your health today. That's what she was suggesting. So I like to watch my own little videos. So I'm getting really hot all of a sudden, like a burning heat. And I feel like there's somebody that really needs more joy in their life and they just don't feel comfortable kind of like opening up and releasing like stress. So they know that they need to, they do let go of stress because they have to, but it's just not comfortable for them. And it's almost like they get sad when they heal. So that might be something to be mindful of as well. I am gentle, kind, and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages from family and society. So I literally just put out a prayer for all my family and friends and people who need love. I am not restricted by limiting beliefs. Okay. So for people that don't know, I do theta healing sessions with people, which is releasing limiting beliefs. So I actually posted underneath my interviews an example of doing a theta healing session with someone else a couple days ago. So if you want to learn more about theta healing, you might want to watch that video. It's a little different for everybody, but in general, theta healing is really great. It just helps us kind of understand, I guess, why we are doing what we're doing. Now, with that full moon that we just had, we're still in that energy, we're trickling out of it. So yes, everybody needs to be gentle. It says, I am gentle, kind, and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages from family and society. So I was just saying that there is someone watching who gets a little upset when they have to, do some of this work. And it might be because you're being hard on yourself. So would you like to let go of feeling restricted in your throat chakra? And if you don't know what that is, you can look it up. And replace that with feeling like there's fluidity in your chest and in your heart space as well. Okay? So you just say yes. So I'm getting that there's someone that's also not watching this on the live and wishes that they were because they need clearing. So I'm doing 50% off theta healing on the next Thursday and Friday. Okay, so that's the 28th and 29th of October. So if you go into my booking link or just on my website, you'll be able to access it, and it's only $55 for those 60 minutes. We do it over Zoom, and you can just go online, book your time, and be brave. Maybe just try it. I think it'll be helpful for people. In terms of my recommendations, selenite was coming up really strongly. So pretty much I was just being told selenite, and also different card decks. So I actually sell these How to Love Yourself cards by Louise Hay. They are $25.99. And I'm doing free shipping for 4 people on Tuesday. And I currently have, I think, like 2 or 3 people. So you might want to hop on that. That's in the States and Canada, okay? But these are really nice cards for someone who just needs like reassurance in the morning or whenever they're going through something. And this selenite's $24. So my product line is Be Pure Natural Products. So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. And this is really great for someone who needs to raise their vibration, which basically we all really do need to do that right now. But especially as we're talking about if you have like family and situations going on, you have to kind of be there for other people. And our mental health, as we're talking about health today, is super important at this time. So just remind yourself if you're living with other people, if you work with other people, it's kind of like your responsibility to take care of yourself to make sure that you're taking care of your society. So that you're taking care of the other humans that are walking around this earth and caring about one another, right? And vice versa. So selenite's a really great one for helping raise the vibration. I also have this little amethyst. These are $5. Amethyst is really great. This one feels like it wants to be kind of where we were just working on, right about here. And it's really nice and cooling. So what that would do is kind of release some of that anger or pissed offness that you might be carrying around in here towards somebody, towards yourself, towards society, however it is. But when you use crystals as a form of crystal healing, right now it's extremely cold. And you just might find that it has like a calming effect, which it seems like people need. And then I have it in a selenite candle holder in a heart-shaped one. So then once I use that for crystal healing, I then put it in here. And this is basically your charger for your crystals, okay? And then I have a selenite kind of like stick, okay? That might go in the corner of a room, near your computer, in an office, wherever you are mainly that space that you are in your lifestyle. So for me, I tend to lately I've been working on around this table. So I have a little ledge behind me. It's all full of like crystals and stuff right now. So I do try to keep things around me at all times, especially when I'm working online. And then I have for $8 selenite stick. So this would be actually a great one. It seems weird, but I would actually stick it down my shirt and wear my bras and kind of like keep it in there. Try to keep this spine aligned to keep my chakras balanced, because this also really helps with the spine. And it also helps with the crown chakra, bringing that spirituality back in. So if you haven't been kind of tapping in, that can kind of guide you. So you can't really go wrong for $8 with that. I have a cedarwood hydrosol. So cedarwood it kind of smells like, it's woodsy. And I feel like it's a reminder of grounding, health, as we were just talking about. For me right now, it just feels like it's more where I was using it on the heart, more heart chakra related, more like earthing and recentering, rebalancing, that sort of thing. So those are 18. I made those in my distiller. So I actually took cedarwood and then put it all in my distiller, and then it made a hydrosol with water, which is cool. I just saw a cat, and it's just like my eyes were drawn to it. So cats, when we see things like animals, there's animal symbolism related to different things. So pay attention to that as well, aside from what crystals you're drawn to. But cats represent sensitivity, and that we might be feeling very sensitive right now. So if you're an empath and you're not really using your skills or tools in ways that are helpful for you, that's something I can go deeper into with you. I am teaching a Reiki level 1 coming up this Saturday, which is actually tomorrow, from 10 until 12 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time over Zoom. And I'm doing for 3 people 50% off. So if you're interested in that, it's only $100 Canadian, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. You'll also get your certificate so that you can move forward if you want to do your level 2, and level 2 allows you to start working on others. I also have digital programs underneath my website, so if you just want to learn on your own time, I also have some programs that way, and then you can book a kind of coaching session with me, and I can still certify you, but it's just to make sure that you understand the material. So I'm not certifying people who actually aren't learning, okay? So you have any questions about that, you can email me as well, robinshealing@gmail.com. So Moonology Oracle cards. This is really was a really strong thing I felt like pulling out. These are 25.99, and they come with a cute little book. And where you guys probably know, I talk a lot about the full moon. I talk a lot in general, but I also work with the new moon, and I'm still learning about the waning and the waxing moon, the stages in between, which is probably great for me to start learning. But I'm the type where I just kind of go to where I'm drawn when I'm drawn to it, as you guys might know that already. So you might find that these moon cards are actually beneficial when we're learning about the moon or working with the moon. Okay, so if you're interested in those, let me know. Nobody's coming on and asking for any messages. So smudge sprays are 16. They come with cute crystals, removes negativity, has a grounding crystal inside of it. I also do healing on this. And then I have a cleansing spray with rose quartz. So this is, again, we're talking about removing negativity through crystal healing, but also finding that joy again. So this would be a great one for that because it has Palo Santo also in it. Palo Santo is really great for bringing health and positivity back in. So it's kind of one of those days. So if I could kind of, and this one, the smaller one's 20. Really cute. So again, this one I would probably put anywhere I was. Like, so I would actually bring that one around where I go. When I was teaching last night, I was teaching the Reiki program, and it's Reiki and Akashic Records. So again, if you're interested in Akashic Records, also I can set up a certificate program for you, or any type of group program that you're interested in. Even if it ends up just being us, it's a go ahead. I love teaching group programs, but I suggested for her, if she's going to be, because for her specifically, I tune into specific people's things that they have going on. Instead of generalizing, I really go into their stuff. And so I was saying for her spaces is super important, that she feels like she's in a clean, clear, cleansed space, because where she's so sensitive, she's going to be feeling that, and she might get a little confused when she's working on someone about where energy is coming from. And as empaths, that happens to us all the time. I also had a session with somebody a couple of days ago, and that same thing was coming up. It was like and actually yesterday too. So people are sensitive. They're picking up on other people's energies, and or they're dreaming about them. They're having these like connections to people, but they're not necessarily verbalizing it to the people to pass along the messages for them. So the energy gets stuck within themselves. Sometimes they're just absorbing other people's stuff. Other times they're getting the messages, but they associate it with themselves instead of other people. So we want to be really mindful of, as an empath, how to use those skills and tools. Okay, so that's where I can help you. And again, I have some programs online that you might be interested in, but I think I'm being called to creating some type of like health workshop, so people can work on their energy and understand their energy better. So like an energy clearing class. I'm gonna write that down. Thanks for helping me with that. So so today's energy, it's 9:44. We go into people needing more rest, because full moons can really take it out of us. COVID can take it out of us. Also, you might be working really hard. That's been a theme the last month or so. Overdoing, overworking, burnout, lack of balance, your give and take, things like that. So just be mindful of that. Again, a Reiki session might be helpful for you, where I can do some of that clearing. And then I'm seeing the number 5, which is telling us that our energy is kind of like we're not sure what to do with our energy right now, because you might feel lost. I'm hearing a lot of people telling me that. I'm getting trapped. So we were talking about energy that gets stuck in the chest, things like that, when we don't know what to do with it. So the key thing is learn how to rinse yourself of negative energy. Okay, so like the cleansing spray would be a first and foremost. I feel like because it's gonna get you kind of around that type of energy. And so, yes, we need people, but we also really need crystals and herbs and other things like with minerals that people can't give us either. So we kind of need the love from the people, the support from the people, but then we need those other little tools. Okay. As I was just saying, teaching that lady, I was telling her to actually have a bag, like a healing kit or a healing bag with all of her little tools. So if she is going into somebody else's space or that she's in an emergency situation, she kind of has her little toolbox there for healing, which is really cool, right? So a traveling healer. But if she doesn't have that bag, it might kind of suck for her. So these are also things as I'm creating products and packages I might consider for like a healer's kit or something like that. Okay, lots of cool stuff coming up here today. With that Aries energy, there's lots of cool ideas. So pay attention to that inspiration and have a great day, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.